Hello and welcome to your Team Rick. And as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, in this video, I'm going to be sending a probe to the sun. And you may think all that's going to lead to is destruction, but for the early versions of Kerbal Space Program 2, there is no heating. So we can just go into the sun and not melt. There's gonna be other things that destroy the vessel. They're not gonna be what you expect. I think that's why I put unexpected results in the title. So now we're launching. I'm just gonna admit it. This is not my first time doing a mission like this. I did two previously, and that second one, it was using this craft, and it went directly into the core of the sun, and once it reached the core of the sun, the Kraken caused it to go into orbit around the core of the sun, which was interesting, and there's some screenshots I have of it, which I'm gonna post in my channel page, community tab, that's what I was looking for. I'll post it there. So we're just doing a normal launch, and I had to add tons of struts to this to make it stable and not wobbly. And even then I had to be careful with the ascent profile. Because of poorly timed alarms and forgetting to turn my microphone on, this is the third time I've had to record this commentary. So please keep that in mind. So we're now gonna do our curb and escape burn. And I decided not to use a fairing and instead use these brand new cargo bay pieces. Which these are gonna be great if you ever want to build a starship replica. Which should I do that? Comment down below if you want me to do that. So now we've done our carbon escape burn. And we're now time warping to our maneuver, and we're gonna start deorbiting around the sun. The final probe, it's xenon powered. Well, it has a xenon engine, so that basically means we can just get rid of all of our velocity around the sun and just fall down onto the sun. Which, yeah, I realize it's not realistic. Nothing about this is realistic. If there was heating, this probe would melt long before actually reaching the sun. And if we actually went into it, it would just stop existing at that point. I do realize other people have done similar things, like Strats and Blitz in a live stream. He sent a probe into the sun. But as far as I'm aware, no one has done a probe that went this far into the sun. Then I'm just going to create a maneuver to reduce our velocity to 0. It's a great thing they allow for you to time warp while burning, because this long ion engine burn wouldn't be possible without that. Well, it would be possible, but I would not be able to wait through however long that burn is. Now we've completely cancelled our velocity and are just falling onto the sun. yeah, we're gonna impact, and you would expect this probe to be destroyed, but it just goes through texture, and yeah, we're now inside the sun. And I like how they have the surface of the sun animated. You can see the plasma doing like stuff and like convecting and circulating. Alright, first weird thing is there seems to be a secondary sphere inside the sun, where like you can see the background through it, but you can't see orbit lines that are behind it or inside it, and you can't see vessels that go inside it. Well, like from outside it. Inside it, it's perfectly fine. And also, being inside the sun counts as being in an atmosphere, so we can only times for a time warp. And right there, weird glitch happened where my vessel just like stopped falling. I've heard it is possible for your vessel to randomly become landed. Yeah, fairly soon we're gonna start falling back down. And yeah, sure, I can only times for a time warp. But hey, like inside of every Kerbal Space Program celestial body, there is a singularity, where all the body's mass is concentrated in one point, and that works. That's perfectly fine if you do normal stuff and don't go inside the celestial body. But if you do, that causes weird effects and insane speeds. And also a very good way to invite the Kraken. So basically, sure, I can only times for time warp, but for constantly accelerating and we're going at like 100 kilometers per second at some point. Also, we're about to approach the sphere I was talking about, and you can see how just the orbit lines disappear inside it. Also, another weird thing is, so yeah, you saw the surface of the sun, and then there's the part of the sun, just the core of it, where the light is being emitted from. Which, if you look directly at it, it's very bright. Because of course it is. I don't know why I need to state that. So yeah, we're continuing to descend. So far, not much is happening. Then we're constantly gaining speed. And also, another weird thing. Oh yeah, we're passing into that sphere. Except, like, while you're inside it, you can see orbit lines that are outside of it. So, again, it's weird. The developers did not intend for you to be able to go here. You saw I had the solar panel window open there, and it says it's generating tons of electric charge. But if the battery actually doesn't charge, in an earlier test, if I fired my engine while inside the sun, the battery just won't charge. We're continuing to ascend. The preview window I have is very low quality, so I actually can't see what the numbers are there, but you can see those. Alright, just turn to full screen. Alright, so we're going down at about 130 kilometers per second, and we're negative 114 megameters below the surface. And you can see just like how bright the center of the sun is. I mean, the sun, it's very bright when you're just doing normal stuff around it. And the sun is bright. Again, I don't need to state this is obvious. look, I don't have much to say right now. It's just, yeah, this probe is falling into the sun. Also, I've heard that there's interesting stuff at Joel, where there might actually be a surface. So, maybe I should send something there. So yeah, we're continuing to descend. And we should reach Periapsis, well, it says in-game about 9 minutes. And we're still descending. And not much is gonna happen for a while here. You know, I think I'll cut some of this out in editing. Well, I guess I'll do further editing. You can see just how much electric charge that it says it's generating. We're continuing to get closer. I'm just gonna assume that I edited something out there. Actually, no, I probably didn't edit that out. Well, I just made it so I have to edit this out. Oh, and just look at how many G-forces we've pulled. 433. Of course, interesting stuff happens in the part I want to edit out. You know, I should stop talking about this. Alright, so I've skipped a bit there. And now in game we're less than 5 minutes away from reaching the center of the sun. The solar panels are generating lots of electric charge. The speed is continuing to continuing to go up. You can see just how quickly that gauge is dropping. And the footage is closer to real-time speed. And we're about to... Actually, wait. Okay. Something weird happened there, and yeah, no, we've already hit the core of the sun. And we got launched out of it. And destroyed on the surface. So thank you for watching.